right, welcome everybody. This is Eli Gonzalez. I've been helping you guys out in the calls today, and I just wanted to take a second and say hello to everybody. I got to meet quite a few of you during this morning and this afternoon's coaching call. So I wanted to let you guys know that the replays are up. They're going to be actually inside the members area, and you're in there. Go ahead and look for the guides. All the recordings are going to be there, and I'll show you around a little bit because I wanted to make sure that you got some of the things in there, including the slides for what I did today. Let me just bring that up so I can copy and paste that as I go in there. So I'm gonna share my screen if it lets me. Present, share screen. I forgot to do this ahead of time. Let me see. I want this one here. There we go. And actually, I'm gonna go right to next door. So in order to find all the recordings, just go ahead and go over to guides. And you'll see some of the earlier videos that Russell said that put up before we went live. And then you'll also see today's recording of today's call from Russell. Now, these go away in 24 hours. So by tomorrow morning, late morning sometime, this will go away for day 2. In order for you to actually get a replay of that and keep it, you'll want to go and sign up for the VIP. And you can sign up for the VIP free. I showed everybody how to do that on the call today, so I'm not going to show it again right now. But you'll be able to actually watch this even way after this disappears from here. But below that, you'll also have the recordings of the live implementation calls. So you can actually see, if you want to watch some of these now or later, but, basically you want to be there live is what you want to do, okay? So if you're there live, you can actually ask your question and get your question answered. But today in particular, I did a lot of training and shared a lot of things with you guys. So if you go there, you'll actually see that if you click on, that's the challenge, scroll down, there it is. If you click on see more, you're going to have a lot of the links that everybody's looking for, how to join the VIP. The homework links are going to be here. Other important links like how to log in to ClickFunnels 2.0, other things. There's a bunch of stuff that Russell covers in today's one-pager. So everything will be right here, okay? So you'll be able to actually watch it. So in order to do that, I want to go back over here. And in this live that I'm doing right now, I want to make sure that I'm going to put that on the very top so you guys can find it. So let me refresh, find my live real quick. There it is. And I'm going to go ahead and edit this post. And I'm going to put these links at the top. I'm going to get rid of this because I'm not going to hang out, talk too much. But Russell's replay is at the very top here, okay? And the implementation call, I don't know why this, let's go ahead and make this number 2. I don't know why I did that. Okay, and Russell's replay is number 1, right? So you'll want to watch Russell's replay from there. He teaches you how to build your first funnel today. So that'll be awesome. So if you haven't done that yet, you'll want to do that. And then the implementation call is basically us answering questions for people that are trying to do what Russell asked you to do in the homework. Plus, it has all those different links. I also give you the link so you can download that slideshow that I did today because it had a lot of the different links in there. I don't think you're going to be able to edit or anything like that, but you should be able to see it and be able to use that as a nice thing to do, okay? So I'm going to save that and it'll all be here. Now, one last thing I wanted to do. Let me come back over here and stop sharing. I've seen a lot of people that you're overwhelmed a little bit by all this new information that you're getting. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight, so that you have something that you can, like getting excited at the same time is real nice to real close to being nervous, right, about trying something new. I wanted to get guys to have a way to be able to reset and just come tomorrow, when you go to the live tomorrow, to actually, be the most powerful self that you can be, right? Or if you're doing the homework, right, and you're trying to do something and it's not working out and you get into that negative mindset, all of us get into funks, no matter who you are, right? As a matter of fact, today we got 2 magnificent people that Russell, let you talk to you guys this afternoon, and how their life was upside down and how they were able to push through that, right? So I want to give you something I learned a long time ago. It's actually from 3 or 4 different gurus, right? That I learned different things from and put something together that maybe you guys can use to be able to reset and just feel super focused, super alive, and super be able to go through whatever life throws your way, specifically for this challenge, right? And it's actually, you might have heard this before, but you'll see how I put different things together. So the first thing is actually doing deep breathing exercises. If you've never done them before, you'll be surprised at how you'll actually feel a little woozy because your brain is not used to having so much oxygen, right? And so you can actually look it up. Just Google deep breathing exercises. I don't care which one you do. I'm going to teach you how to do one today, but do whichever one you want to do, okay? The second part is actually putting yourself in a state of where you see yourself of something that maybe happened in the past, or maybe something that you know that can happen, right? But a lot of times our memories serve us well if we think of a time that you were just felt amazing, right? Like you felt like King Kong, 10 foot tall and bulletproof, right? Something happened in your life. I don't know. Maybe as a kid, you hit a home run and just felt amazing, right? You did something that just made you feel amazing, right? So think about that while you're doing the deep breathing exercises, okay? I want you to do that because that will set your mind to start thinking in a positive way, away from what you were doing. Deep breathing already will give you a lot of that. Like just, putting your shoulders back and taking deep breaths will put you in a different physiological state than we normally are when we're on our computers. We're all normally, hunched over, right? Not breathing very much. And just that whole demeanor that we have to ourselves puts us in a negative mind state. So I want to give you a way to get away from that. So first, deep breathing. Second, we're going to get you to move, to get away from the computer. Maybe you're sitting up. Maybe you're actually standing up, right, away from the computer. Whichever one you like to do, I want you to look this up also, okay? This is another thing that actually can help you get in a better state, better mood automatically. Change your physiology so that you're out in a power position, right? And look at for this, and I'll give you a few that you can look up. One would be like Superman or Wonder Woman, superhero pose, which is basically you're putting your hands on your sides and put your shoulders back and then look up into the sky. Another one is just to put your hands up and look to the sky, right? Another one that I've seen is actually just sitting at a desk and standing over the desk with like leaning over the desk, like you're in power, right? Look up other ones that you might be able to come up with. And you'll see you can actually use this as a way to set your mind to change the way that you feel about whatever the situation you're in. Just doing that. Now, what will really take it to the next level is that if you went for a walk and change your wherever you're at, right? You can just go for a walk. If you got a park close to you, if you have some kind of, I don't know, if you have the beach. If you have anything around water for some reason, it makes us feel good. But just being outdoors, right? If you can, some of you are getting cold right now and might not be able to do that. But if you can, and just get away from wherever you're at, wherever you're actually working. And we're going to combine all these three things, right? And if you start doing this, you'll see that you can actually snap out of whatever was going on in your mind in just a couple of minutes, come back refreshed, and be able to do whatever it is that you're doing. Especially when you're doing something new, it's really important to be able to do this, okay? So I'm not going to go walk around or anything like that. I'm just going to actually just choose a power position. I'm just going to put my hands up and as I do this, and maybe you guys can do this with me. It sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, if you do it, it's going to change the way that you actually feel just by doing that. And then what I'm going to do at the end, because you're going to be thinking about that amazing time that you have when you felt super strong and bulletproof, I want you to go ahead and put yourself there. And at the very end we're going to do the deep breathing exercises twice. We're going to do two of them. And the second time, I just want you to do some kind of move, some kind of power move that you feel amazing, like a warrior cry, just like, yeah, or whatever you want to say that will make you feel super strong. Okay. All right. So let's do this real quick, and I'll just leave you alone for the rest of the night. But I wanted you guys to have something that you can reset when you're not feeling great. Okay. All right. So the deep breathing exercises is simple. We're going to take a deep breath, And each one of you can do this in a different way. But the idea is that if you take a deep breath in for, like, let's say, deep breath for 5 seconds, then you're going to hold your breath for 4 times that amount. So in this case, will be 20 seconds. And after you hold it for 20 seconds, you're going to exhale slowly for twice the amount that you took it in. So in this case, 10 seconds, right? And you can adjust it accordingly to what you need. But for right now, we're going to do 5 seconds in, 20 seconds, hold our breaths, and then 10 seconds out. We're going to take a second breath, 5 seconds in, 20 seconds hold. And as we exhale the second time, instead of exhaling slowly for 10 seconds, we're just going to do that power cry and just go, yeah, 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 okay? And cement that good feeling that you have at the end of that. All right? So here we go. This is going to be something I do this with some of my students, and they just, everybody's a little resistant in the beginning. And then when they do them, it's like, man, you're right. You just feel so much better when you do this. So hopefully you'll do it with me. If you don't, you're only the one losing out, because I'm going to be feeling awesome at the end of this. All right? So let's go ahead and take a deep breath as we put our hands up. Think of that time that you were amazing and everything was going for you. And we're going to take a deep breath. And deep breaths are not just on the top. You want your diaphragm to actually take in that deep breath to the point that it's such a deep breath that you can almost feel it in the back of your shoulder blades. It's that much of a deep breath. If you do it that way, you'll see you'll actually, by holding it and having that much air in your lungs, the blood is actually going to get full of oxygen, and you're just going to feel better just from that alone. Let's do all 3 of these things together and see how it feels, okay? So we're going to put our hands up. We're going to, I'm going to just take a deep breath for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to count down for 20 with you guys, okay? So first off, and hold it for 20. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. Again, we're going to take another deep breath in. 5 seconds. Hold it for 20. And now this time we're just going to have that warrior cry at the end. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How many of you did that? How many of you did that? Let me know in the comments if you did it with me. And let me know how it made you feel. Do that a few times a day. And even if you're not doing like the whole warrior cry, just even changing your position, going for a walk, and taking deep breaths, that alone is going to change the way that you feel. You can come back refreshed and do whatever work comes your way, all right? All right, take care, guys. I'll see you inside of the implementation call tomorrow. I'll be assisting. I think Dante will be doing the call, all right? All right, take care. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.